Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting college football Saturday with Girls That Gamble. This season has been a wild ride with coaches getting fired and wild upsets, but our experts have been on top of everything and keep producing winners every single week. And this week is no different. So open up a free account at girlsthatgamble.live and start taking advantage of all the different ways to win. We have two massive featured picks with big time playoff implications. So let's dive right into our first matchup between Ole Miss and Georgia. Let's welcome Chris to the show. How do you see this battle for SEC supremacy going down?
Hey, Jessica. Yeah, great game in the SEC, right? Ole Miss and Georgia. And look, both teams kind of went through the motions last week. I mean, Ole Miss was life or death with Washington State, but clearly looking ahead to Georgia. And it's always tough to go to Auburn and play, no matter how good or bad Auburn is. And Georgia got through it. Look, they were dead to rights in that game. They recovered a big fumble that could have made the game 17-0, and then they went on to win and cover the game with a late score. But both teams were clearly looking ahead to this matchup right here, as they should be. But here's the thing that's interesting for Ole Miss. You know, obviously they had their backup quarterback playing the last 4 games, and he's been playing pretty well, but all 4 of those games have been played at home. This kid, Chambliss, has not made a start on the road. Now he goes to Georgia, which is a very, very tough place to play. Ole Miss is undefeated. Georgia is not. Their only loss came to Alabama in a very close game, which they could have won. They had a late touchdown pass that they dropped there late in the game. So you're going to get a desperate Georgia team, but Ole Miss has been like right on the cusp of breaking through in the SEC for years under Lane Kiffin now. Obviously, I think the quarterback could struggle on the road, but Georgia hasn't really been impressive. They lost to Bama. They didn't look impressive against Auburn. So Georgia -7 right now. Good line there, 7.5 touchdown. Total looks like it's 54.5. Very tough game to call in the SEC. That's why they go over to girlsthatgamble.live. This is going to be a free pick, but this is going to be an entertaining game. One I'm clearly very much looking forward to watch, Jessica, and I think it's going to be a great game.
Now, let's get into an old-fashioned college football matchup game between USC and Notre Dame. Both teams desperately need to win this to boost their resume. So what will happen this Saturday in South Bend?
Yeah, it's always fun, this rivalry, USC and Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got the best of USC lately. I think they won 6 out of the last 7. Last year, they went to the Coliseum, had pick sixes all over the place, it seemed. Won that game by a few touchdowns. But in terms of this year and what's going on, you know, you have to look at Notre Dame, like, how good are they? They lost a tough game at Miami. They lost a very winnable game against Texas A&M that there was a late holding penalty in that game on the game-winning touchdown that was not called, or else they win that game. You know, Texas A&M and Miami have proven to be 2 pretty good football teams. And then lately, Notre Dame and their defense, they've just been lights out the last 3 weeks. You know, Arkansas, Boise State, NC State. They've kicked the hell out of them. But let's face facts, those teams are not USC. Now, USC comes in with 1 loss, which was at Illinois, which they kind of got caught in a bad spot there. They played the 12 o'clock game. They got off to a slow start, had a bad first quarter, and just couldn't really catch up in that game. The matchup comes down to USC's offense versus Notre Dame's defense. You know, if Notre Dame's defense that played Texas A&M shows up, you know, they're going to struggle to cover the 8.5. If the defense that shows up the last 3 weeks shows up, USC is going to be in a little bit of a problem. Again, rivalry game. It's always tough. These teams get up to play each other. You know, USC is going to come in with a chip on their shoulder because they haven't played well in this series the last 7, 8, 9 years. And they're coming off a really convincing win against Michigan, which was impressive, now going on the road. So, again, tough game to call here. 8.5, looks like total 61.5. I know you guys got it for free over here at girlsthatgamble.live. But another game that's going to be great to watch. You're coming right off the SEC matchup with Ole Miss and Georgia going right into USC Notre Dame. That's a great Saturday of football right there, so it should be very exciting.
Thanks, Chris. Remember, we have the full slate of games alongside our featured matchups on girlsthatgamble.live. Now, let's say hello to the beautiful Chanel for a breakdown of the Gold Star play. Take it away, Chanel.
Thank you, Jessica. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Chanel from girlsthatgamble.live. Now, y'all, you cannot afford to miss today's free winners. These games are absolutely insane. So let's kick things off at 12 p.m. Eastern Time with an incredible matchup between LSU versus Vanderbilt. Both teams are sitting at 5-1, and this one is going to be a tough battle. Vanderbilt's only loss came to a fired-up Alabama squad, while LSU fell to a ranked Ole Miss team. How is this matchup for free? Well, it is, but only at girlsthatgamble.live. Our experts are all over this one, and you can grab it right now. And while you're at girlsthatgamble.live, you can come chat with me and any of our GTG girls. Go grab that all-day pass for just $21.99 or snag any individual game that you love. Plus, you'll get 2 free credits just for opening a free account. How much more free do y'all really need? Game number 2 is our Gold Star play, and our experts are 7-2 this season after a tough loss last week on that 2-point conversion, but that's okay. This one is Texas Tech versus Arizona State. It might look one-sided on paper, but our cappers see serious value here. We're hitting 80% on our Gold Star plays this year. How can you afford to miss this? So head over to girlsthatgamble.live, make some money, come hang out with me and all of our GTG models in our live chat room. Girls, gambling, money, winners, what more do y'all really need? So I'll see y'all next week. Back to you, Jessica.
Wow, I cannot wait to sit back, relax, and watch these games, knowing that our experts did all the work. Click the link in the bio or head to girlsthatgamble.live to open up a free account and take advantage of all our expert picks. I'll see you all next week for another great Saturday on Girls That Gamble.